Alright, everybody, what is going on? I'm going to try to keep this brief, because one, I'm really late, and two, my throat is like, it's not like sore, but it's like itchy, like I have allergies or something going on, so, anywho, guys, we got the, so I'm just going to be going over, I guess, the, basically everything. So we got the data download tonight. So these guys right here, Majin Buu and Goku, are going to be coming out. I mean, you can kind of reference this timer right here. Currently, it is 10:08 Central Time for me. So, looks like these guys are going to drop at about 11 o'clock tomorrow Central. So, if you're wondering how to get to this page right here, in the description, there should be a link to the Dokkan info website. Then you just go to cards and then schedule, and, you know, make sure you either have it set to JP or global. Mine is on the global version. That's, you can't see it, but there's a settings wheel over here. Click on that, and then, like I said, cards, schedule. There we go, and it'll bring you to this, and then you can see the countdown. This also does work on mobile, so, you know, be sure to check this out. Dokkan info is here, and you should utilize it. So, let's go ahead and pull up Goku, Buu, Gotenks, and Scary Buu. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Alright, first up here, we do have the new Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. He is leading Majin Buu Saga, Otherworld Warriors, or Accelerated Battle. And then he gives the additional 30% to Kamehameha, or time limit category. So not the best leader skill, but accelerated battle I think is still pretty decent, and I would expect to see some Otherworld Warrior buffs and Majin Buu Saga buffs during the celebration. So this could turn out to be like a pretty decent category by the end of the celebration. I mean, we just saw what they did with the special pose team, so I would expect similar results here. Super Tech Effect is the Instant Transmission Meteor Crush. This is like a reference to like a Toriyama manga panel or something right here, like this art. 50% attack and defense raise for one turn and a 50% chance to stun is a good super attack effect. We got an entrance animation. It gives us a 50% chance to crit for 5 turns, 90% damage reduction upon entry. You lose 15% for every turn that passes, and this activates when there is a Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team. So this isn't going to be too hard, just getting a Majin Buu Saga ally on the team. We do have Super Vegito, who's going to be getting their EZA on global early, which is going to be awesome. So that's going to be really good. And then this will go down like Golden Frieza, so even on rotations where you're not on, this will decrease. So, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, again, I'm going to try to keep this pretty brief here. I'm like, anyway, so you lose 15% each turn. So like on turn 1, if you have Goku, at the end of that turn, he'll go down to 75%. And then on turn 2, while he's not on rotation, he'll go down to 60. And then on turn 3, whenever he's on rotation, at the end of that turn, he'll go down to 45, etc. So that's not too bad. The fact that he has 90% damage reduction at the start of turn is going to be really, really good. It means he just can't be caught on turn 1, which is awesome. Key plus 2, 150% attack and defense, baseline. Additional 150% when performing a super attack. Additional 5% damage reduction with each super attack performed, up to 30%. So as this is going down, you're going to be able to build up this damage reduction right here. So by the time you get down to 0% from your intro, you should be able to at least build up, or fully build up this 30% here. So you'll need to do a total of 6 super attacks. Which means, you know, you need either triple super on your first 2 turns, or maybe double super on your first 3 turns, which shouldn't be too hard, because right here, you launch an additional attack is a great chance of becoming a super attack, so getting triple supers shouldn't be too uncommon. Getting doubles should be very common, so... now, I know a lot of people are going to see this, and they're going to, you know, think that they need to build this guy with additionals to get this out fast, but what I would say... that it's actually probably better to kind of smooth out this buildup over 3 turns as opposed to building it up as soon as possible, right? Because, like, on this turn right here, you know, on your first turn where you're going to have 90% damage reduction, you're going to be able to build up a possible 15, right? But that extra 5% that you would get wouldn't really matter until the next turn. So, right, like I said, so you'd be able to build, so you'd start it at 90, let's say you triple super, you would build up to 105, and then at the end of that turn, you would drop back down to 90. And then turn 2, you're not on it, you drop down to 75. And then potentially you could triple super again, build it back up to 90 after super attacking, and then at the end of turn, whenever it's over, it drops back down to 75, and then it will just decrease from there, right? I made a tweet about this that I could pull up, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to. But I think maybe, you know, you started at 90, you build it up to 100, and then it drops down to 85, and then it drops down to 70, and then you build it back up to like 80, and then it drops down to 65. Like, I think just kind of smoothing it out overall and trying to kind of maximize your damage reduction across multiple turns would be good, instead of just juicing it on your first two, but maybe it's not going to matter all that much. The point being here is that this guy has built-in, where is he? He has built-in crit chance here. He has built-in crit chance here. He's got a built-in additional here. And then... yeah, so he's got built-in crits, he's got built-in additionals, he's already AGL, so I would just say give this guy dodge. Because that's really the only thing in his kit that he's not doing, so just give him dodge, it'll balance out his kit overall. You don't need to give him a ton of crazy additional because he already has one built in. And the dodge overall, I think, is just going to be, you know, help him round out his kit more. I would just say don't give him crit. Like, go additional and then go dodge, or go dodge and then additional, but give him very minimal crit. Okay, and then if you have a Majin Buu category ally attacking the same turn, you get an additional defense plus 100% at the start of turn. Guard is the first attacker in the turn, and then as the second or third attacker in the turn, you don't get guard, but you just get... oh, well, do you get guard regardless? No, the guard is tied to slot 1. And then in slots 2 or 3, you get the extra attack. I would say it's pretty much always going to be better to put him in slot 1 and get the extra defense and the guard. I can't imagine a scenario where that's just not going to be the more advantageous thing to do. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at this character and countering with tremendous power. That's not too bad. You know, it's nice that he just has that in his kit. You can get some use out of that in some different places. So, real quick, taking a look at his calcs. Oh, that's the wrong page. Let me go down to them real quick. Oh, that's not... there we go. All right, so we're going to scroll up a little bit here. I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry. Here he is, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. Oh, my goodness, guys. Let's do this. There we go. Now we can see it. So I did already post these on Twitter. If you want to see them early, go check them out there. I had them up early this morning. But yeah, I mean, this is obviously pretty good. You're going to want that extra 100% active. As you can see, it's a pretty big increase after you start super attacking. You can see a double super would give you about 1.2 million defense versus a double super without that extra 100% would give you only 867k defense. It's not going to be the biggest deal in the world because you are guarding and you do have damage reduction. But remember that you only have the guard in slot 1. So like right here in this scenario, this would just be a raw 868k or so with just damage reduction. So I definitely think it's worth it to just always go here for the Majin Buu Saga Ally on rotation. Get the extra 100% because it's really going to improve your defensive levels. For those of you who like 55% calcs, we do have those here as well. So, yeah, I'd say Goku is pretty good. Definitely like number 2 in the game, TURs, behind Buu here. Buu is absolutely cracked. There's his leader skill. I'm not going to go over it to save time. He stacks defense. He gets a 50% attack raise for 1 turn. This is what his entrance animation is doing. It's basically healing a lot, right? Like... You're just getting a lot of healing. So that's pretty good. And then the same thing, 150% attack and defense, 150% on super. Additional has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Guard if HP is 50% or higher. 10% HP at the end of turn when HP is 30% or less at the end of turn. Oh, I'm sorry. Recovers 10% HP at the end of turn. And if it's less than 30% of HP, recover an additional 10%. So that's really good. If you don't get, you know, KO'd, this guy's going to help pull you back from the brink of death. Revives with HP fully recovered when the character is KO'd once only. Now, I believe this is going to be just him. He is going to have to die, like Metal Cooler, in order to get the revive, but he does have this really good effect right here, where he does have this character or an ally's revival skill is activated. So it doesn't have to just be him if you have another revival character on the team. So, you know, he is leading sworn enemies up here. If they were to give us like a revival final form Frieza, then, you know, him reviving would activate Buu's additional buffs, which would be really good. So, and then it survives KO attacks up to once within the turn, additional 100% attack and defense, guards all attacks, launches an additional super attack starting from the turn in which this character or an ally's revival skill is activated. So, after this guy revives, he is insane. Enough said. He does have an active skill. It gives you like a Ghost Usher. It gives you basically a full heal because he creates cookies and then he heals with the cookies. You get Max Ki, which isn't a huge deal, but on a TUR that is really nice to just have. And then, yeah, the Ghost Usher effect. This is like the tech androids, right? This isn't just an attack break. This is a straight-up Ghost Usher on a single enemy. You can use it after you revive or starting from turn 7. So, yeah, I think this is pretty decent. I would have preferred this be turn 6, but at least it's like, you know, it's either after you revive or on turn 7. Like, there are no other hoops to jump through. That's really good. These are his calcs. If I scroll up just a little bit here, these are Majin Buu's. As you can see, this guy's crazy. This is with only one stack, right? Like this right here, this line is only one stack on everything that you're seeing. And then as you stack post super attack, you'll be getting this much extra defense. And then you'll also be getting more start of turn defense as well. So, needless to say, Majin Buu here, especially after he revives, is going to be insane. But even before he revives, I mean, a double super alone, you're already at 848k defense. Majin Buu, I would say definitely build with maybe additional and then dodge secondary is what I would say. Even though he already has the built-in additionals, and then after you revive, he's going to have 2 built-in additionals. You know, I don't know how often you're actually going to be reviving with this guy, but if you do get the revive, then, like, additionals aren't super helpful for him. You could give him crit, because he doesn't really have much built in, but I don't know. I feel like the dodge is just going to be really good on this guy. But anyway, yeah, Buu is crazy. Buu is absolutely cracked. Probably and definitely the best TUR. We'll go over the banner units real quick. We'll look at Skinny Buu right here. I'm just going to show his calcs because it's very short. He gets like 70% attack and defense per, I think it's Majin Power. Yeah, so he gets a 10% chance to dodge, 10% chance to crit, and then a 40% attack and defense and 1 key per Majin Power category ally on the team. Those will all be start of turn buffs, so I just assumed max buff right here because I don't see any reason why you would ever want to run this guy off of a Majin Power team, which does limit him, but, I mean, most of the time if you're using the Buu characters, you want to use them with other Buus anyway because of how their links work. And then he just gets 60% on super attack right here. And then that's it. He does a bunch of other stuff in his kit that like deals with healing and surviving KO attacks and nullifying Ki Blast and healing with Ki. But I would say just the major thing that you need to know is that this guy is a 70% chance dodge or die character. But yeah, I would say he's good. I mean, he's definitely going to be doing damage, by the way. He massively raises attack for 4 turns. That is pretty crazy. And he's got, you know, all this built-in crit and dodge. He's got some healing in here. This guy's going to be hitting, like, very, very hard. I want you to understand that this guy's damage is going to be insane. So just something to keep in mind right there. Again, these are his links, categories. I mean, you're pretty much only going to be using him on Buu's team. Really looking forward to this guy's EZA now, too, by the way. But yeah, that's Buu. And then Gotenks is definitely way more complicated as far as, like, his unit. Oh, no, we're verifying. Okay. So yeah, Hybrid Saiyans. He massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn. This is everything he's doing. Just take a minute, read that. I don't want to break it down. My throat's dying. Here is what Gotenks looks like. These are his calcs. So as you can see, if you get a couple additionals with this guy, his defense is going to be in a really good spot. And he does get dodge chance. Where is it? For 7 turns, he has a 70% chance to dodge, and then it goes down to a 50% chance starting from turn 8. So this guy is just going to be awesome, is what this guy is going to be. So, yeah, big fan of what they did with this Gotenks. So, what is the difference between this top and bottom part? Oh, he gets more stats in slot 2, but that's not going to be a big deal because you're probably going to be running Goku in slot 1 anyway, the Angel Goku. So if you put him in slot 1, he doesn't get as much stats at the start of turn, but again, it's not going to be a huge deal because I think it's going to be pretty rare that you run this guy in slot 1, other than maybe at the beginning of the fights to build up his 77% buff from the 3 dodges. So anyway, yeah, that's the units. Let's see if they've posted the banners yet. All right, very nice. Truth posted them here for us. So on JP, they have Hirudegarn and Super Saiyan 3 Goku from the New Year's event. Since we just got those units, I mean, I already knew that they weren't going to be returning on these banners. But we are getting in their place Super Trunks and... Oh, this guy? Oh, this is rough right here. But, I mean, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not summon on these banners, if I were you. I'm going to be doing pretty minimal summons on this. But yeah, right here. Yeah, shouldn't be summoning anyway. With tickets and discounts is coming. These two are coming back at like 2 months after that, yeah. So these guys, you remember, Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Golden Week units pretty much always return. I mean, I think since they've switched to like the modern format, these guys always return on the Worldwide Celebration banners. So I would say save for those, if you want to get these guys. I know it's real, like, you know, like, look at this guy smirking at you, and I'm telling you not to summon for that guy. I understand. But what you also have to understand is that this game is designed to make you want to summon, and if you can just have a little bit of patience, if you can wait just about 5 months, these guys will return, and they will be really good. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. These guys will be on much better banners in about 5 months. So hold out. I promise it'll be worth it. Skip these banners now. And then in 5 months, whenever they come out again, you know, just right after the anniversary, then you can summon. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you will be summoning. Let me know what you think about the CALCS. Sorry I went over them kind of quickly. They are on Twitter if you want to reference them again, but my throat is like actually gonna explode. So I'm gonna go take some medicine or something, and I will catch you guys next time.